Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another video in the series where I pick out one brand and talk about all of the clothing that I have from that brand, and also talk a little bit about the ethics and the quality and the pricing of that brand. I'll link in the description box some of the previous videos that I've done in this series with different brands, but today we are going to be talking about ASOS. ASOS is a bit of a tricky one because they do stock lots of different brands on their website, but they do also have their own brand, which is where most of my ASOS things are from, so that is what I'm predominantly going to be talking about today. I know ASOS is a very popular website that people like to shop on. It's probably the most common type of haul that I see on YouTube in terms of clothing. So hopefully this video is a little bit helpful and tells you a little bit more about the brand itself. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I post at least one new video every week. And let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see from my rail here, I don't have too many things from ASOS. I have actually purchased more than this in the past, but some of the items that I purchased I've sent back, and actually ASOS does have a fairly simple and straightforward returns process, which I think is especially important when it's an online only store, because you can't go in and feel the material and try something on. It does kind of make the chances higher of you buying something that is not quite right for you, so I think it's really good that they have a decent returns policy. The website itself I find very easy to use. It's super simple to search for whatever you want or to click on the different categories. You can refine by color, by size. There's all sorts of things that you can do to narrow the search down. I also really like that a lot of the brands, including the ASOS own brand, stock a petite range and a tall range, maternity range. I think there's a plus size, or they might call it a curvy range as well. So they do cater to a lot of different body types, which I think is awesome because, as you know, I'm short, and so sometimes things are just not quite right on me. Speaking of range, there is a huge range on the website. They stock women's, men's, kids, swimwear, underwear, loungewear, literally everything you could think of. There's even beauty products, accessories, everything. And I'm not just talking about the ASOS own brand, I mean the website in general. There is like all sorts of things on there. But coming back to the ASOS own brand, the pricing is fairly affordable. It is on the cheaper side of the brands that they stock on the website. However, this also means that the quality can sometimes be a little bit lower than some of the other brands as well. So I will talk about pricing and quality a bit more when I go through the items that I have from them, and I'll talk about the price and the quality of each individual piece, because sometimes I feel it can be better and sometimes not so great. But the last thing I want to talk about before we get into that is the ethics. Now obviously, because there are so many brands on the ASOS website, they all have their own ethics and their own way of doing things. So for this part I'm specifically talking about the ASOS own brand. I screenshotted a few of the things that I found. So the website I'm using at the moment is the goodonyou.eco. This particular article is from 2017, so it's a couple of years old, but I checked out a couple of other websites as well, and they said pretty similar things even though they were a bit more recent. So the environmental impact is mixed. It says the ASOS brand doesn't use many eco-friendly materials in their clothing, and they haven't committed to eliminating the use of hazardous chemicals in the production of materials, although this was one of the things that they said has improved in the last couple of years. I think they have like a conscious line now which is doing better at the environmental impact side of things, but that doesn't come across to all of their clothing. It's only specific items, so they're improving but they're not really there yet. Labour conditions are mixed. It says that ASOS has been a member of the Ethical Trade Initiative since 2009, but they didn't publish a list of direct suppliers on their website. But again, this is 2 years old. I feel like that was one of the things I read this morning, that they have updated with more suppliers in the last couple of years. And animal welfare also mixed. So it says ASOS has banned the use of Angora and other furs in their products. However, it does use wool and leather without specifying their sources. So the overall rating that this website has given ASOS is not good enough. So it says they are making progress, and they have also made more progress since this article was posted, but there's definitely more they could be doing. They're not the most ethical brand. So if that is something that you are trying to be conscious of, I would say you can probably still shop on the ASOS website because they have so many other brands on there, and maybe just do a little bit more research into which brands that they stock are more ethical, and maybe just stick to those brands instead of the ASOS own brand. Anyway, with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you the pieces that I have from ASOS. So starting with probably one of my favorites. So a couple of years back I did a husband buys my ASOS haul where Jonathan picked out some bits for me and I had no idea what was coming, and this was one of the things that he picked out, and he said he actually picked it out for him, which is a bit cheeky because he used my money to do it. But anyway, he found that it was a little bit too short in the body for him, so he ended up giving it to me. He actually picked this up in a size 14 because obviously he wanted it to fit him, so it is really oversized on me. But what I love about it really is the pattern, this yellow and black, almost like houndstooth but really big pattern on it. So I love this. It's a super slouchy, very casual jumper, and I've had to roll the sleeves up like 3 times, but I still love this with a pair of black jeans just like tucked in at the front and then hanging out at the back. Always brightens up my outfit. This is 100% acrylic, so there is nothing special about the material, and it definitely like doesn't feel the softest. Like, it's not scratchy, it's pretty good, but it's definitely not going to keep you the warmest. So I normally don't wear this so much in winter. It's more of a early spring or later autumn jumper for me. Next up I have this singlet, which actually on the label doesn't say ASOS, but I am like 90% sure that this was from the ASOS own brand. I've had this for a really long time, I think probably almost 4 years now, but I keep coming back to it every spring and summer. I love to pull this out. It's just got these small white and black stripes, a very simple design. It is quite low cut on the arms, so I have to be a little bit careful what bra I wear under this, and it is a little bit cropped but not too cropped, so I do quite like wearing this with high-waisted bottoms, whether that's jeans or a skirt or whatever it is. But I do really like wearing this on super hot days or just kind of lounging around the house. It's a very comfortable piece to throw on. Nice and casual. I would wear this to the beach. I also quite like it with a pair of track pants. I just like that lazy look if I'm not going anywhere for the day. Speaking of track pants, I do have a pair of grey track pants from ASOS. These are so comfortable. These were the first pair of track pants that I picked up since I was a child. I have since bought a couple more pairs, but I still like these ones. They are high-waisted with obviously the elastic around the waist. I have actually cut the tie off at the front because that just bugs me. If I'm wearing lazy clothes, I don't want to have to tie them up. Obviously the tie is still in there because it goes all the way around, but I've just cut it off enough so that it's not poking out the holes anymore. I really like the fit of these because they are slouchy and there's enough room in them that they're super comfortable, but they also kind of slim fitting, so they are kind of flattering as well, which I really like. The only thing I would change about these is the ankle bit at the bottom. I do like that it comes in because I don't like them to like ride up, so if I'm wearing them in bed or whatever, track pants have to be tight around the bottom for me so that they stay in place. But it's not stretchy, it's got no stretch to it at all, so it's actually kind of difficult to get on and off my feet because I feel like normally this bit would be elasticated. The other 2 pairs of track pants that I now have elastic around the ankles, which is so much easier. So that's the one thing I would change. Also I might put pockets in it because it kind of bugs me that there's no pockets. But you know, they're not bad for the $20 or $30 that I paid for them. Pretty good. I've been forgetting to tell you the prices, haven't I? I'm not actually sure about the jumper because like I said, Jonathan ordered that one for me, but I think it was around $50. And the singlet I think was like $12. This one was really affordable. And yeah, like I said, think about $25 or $30 for the track pants. They're pretty good for what they are, but none of these are amazing quality. Anyway, moving on, the next piece is another one that Jonathan picked up for me in that haul. So this is a t-shirt dress, obviously in this lovely deep maroon colour. I feel that t-shirt dresses are much more flattering on people who are a bit taller. I don't find it to be the most flattering on me. I've never found a t-shirt dress that is flattering on me. But I really love it for lounging around the house when it's a bit warmer, so summer, spring. And Jonathan really likes it on me, so, you know, if it's just the 2 of us and we're just at home kind of having a lazy day, I do like to throw this on. Of course, it's super comfortable because it's not clinging anywhere, so I do like it from that front. I just don't think that it looks the nicest on my body shape. Now, this one I do have a bone to pick with the quality. Let me come a little bit closer so I can show you. So the sleeves here have not been hemmed properly. As you can see, they've like completely come out of whatever hemming they had initially. So that is really annoying, and it's the same on both sleeves. I am going to get them hemmed. I'm going to take them in probably in the next few weeks before it starts to warm up too much, and just get them to stitch the sleeves up a little bit. So I will be much happier to wear this once that is done, because I feel like it really detracts from the dress. But yeah, I thought that was a bit disappointing. The bottom of the dress is okay, it's hemmed alright, and also the neckline, so I just thought it was a bit rubbish that the sleeves weren't done properly. Again, I'm not sure on the price of this one because it was one that Jonathan picked out, but I'm pretty sure this would have been like $20 or less. And then I have one other thing that's from the ASOS website, although it's not from the ASOS own brand. So this one is actually from Boohoo, which is a brand that ASOS stocks. I bought from the actual Boohoo website once, like way back before I even had a channel. It was probably like 8 years ago, and I thought their quality was absolute rubbish, so I ignored the brand completely when I saw it on ASOS. I was like, no, I'm not buying from them again. But again, this is one that Jonathan picked up when he did my ASOS haul, and the material's not the nicest, but it's better than what I remember. And I do actually like this dress, and I wear it quite a lot in spring and summer. So this is a very floral, springy dress. It's got this off the shoulder bit, although it does also have the shoulder strap, which is adjustable, which is quite nice. It's got a hidden zip down the back, so nice and easy to get into, but it's very obviously polyester material. Let me have a look. There's not even a label in it, but it's obviously polyester. You can feel it just by touching it. Anyway, I do really like these little ruffle details on the top. I would not say it's my most worn dress for spring and summer because it is quite short, and there's a time and a place, I feel, for off the shoulder because it's not the most practical, but I do definitely get this out and get some use out of it every spring and summer. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was like $18, very cheap. So for its price, it's not a bad little piece. And I've had this for about 2 or 3 years now, and I'm still enjoying wearing it. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I just have the 5 items from ASOS still in my collection. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do let me know if there is a particular brand you'd like me to do this type of video on. Although I'm kind of running out of brands that I own lots of items from in my wardrobe, I would say the only other 2 that I've got left to do are maybe Topshop and Max. Oh, this jumper, by the way, I just realized you wouldn't have seen this before. This is actually secondhand, hand knitted by Jonathan's grandma. She was doing a clear out of lots of her jumpers and cardigans recently, so I went over and picked out a few, and this is one of them. This is probably my favorite one out of the ones that I've picked up, but if you want to see what the others look like, they're up on my Insta story, so go and check that out. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!